these decorative doors with some, you know, whatever individual decorative element around the door. So feel free to join me as I carve tonight. We'll be here for probably at least 2 hours carving live. So feel free to join me. Again, my name is Leanne. I am an illustrator and a printmaker. And tonight I am focusing on printmaking. I am focusing on carving tonight. I'm going to be carving these decorative doors. I'm going to be carving lino. So if you're someone that's interested in any kind of block printing, um, any kind of block printing, any kind of relief printing, printmaking in general, we do talk about different tips for lino, those types of things. So feel free to join us. My name is Leanne. I am an illustrator and a printmaker, and I am working on carving lino today. So feel free to join me. Block printing, Linocut carving, Linocut for beginners, Linocut printing, printmaking, relief printing, block printing on fabric, carving lino, very satisfying live stream video. TikTok, send me folks that are interested in learning about Linocut. TikTok, send me folks that are learning about block printing tips. Unhinged and Feral, you came in when I said TikTok, send me folks that are interested in learning about block printing tips. Trisha T, hello, my friend. I'm trying to tap up the screen. Yeah, my first, like, it's really not that long, but it feels like such a long time sometimes. Those first few minutes of the live are like so talking into the void that it's funny to me. And then you're like, oh my goodness, nobody's here. And then you look and it's like 3 minutes. Jeez, Leanne, you literally just went live. Relax. Um, but I almost ditched out on y'all tonight for no real reason. I'm I feel a little bit tired, but no more tired than usual. So then I was like, "What are you doing?" I'm not drawing tonight. I'm carving. Clearly, yeah. I couldn't. My brain wouldn't be able to process anything other than just carving what's already sitting here. So I am carving tonight, which I don't think anyone minds watching that. All right, let me get started. Hey, Drew. Let me get started. Um, y'all, I cannot hear the music. Can you all hear the music? It to me it sounds very low. Oh, you can't hear it either? Oh, so maybe I can turn it up a little bit more. Do I still have room to turn it up a little bit louder? Oh, yeah, I have to move over a little bit because this thing. Is this okay? It will overpower me. Oh, sorry, y'all. I think, is this level good? I can hear it at this level. And if this is level is okay, I'll leave it there because it's fine. Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get to carving. Let me see. The light is actually really bright. Hey, Carmela. How are you? Joseph, a dark fantasy artist. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Hello, Allison. How are you? Hello, Glow. Glow, you didn't get your heart me earlier? Suppose I didn't come back. You would have missed your opportunity to get 46 points. Oh, true. Thank you for sharing the live. Don't you dare. Carmela, don't you dare. I posted a video of the iguana coming out of the I posted that earlier. The iguana actually coming out of this spout. So don't you dare. I think Peter would be pleased that I released the iguana at the urging of the folks in the room. Oh, you know what? A few people commented and said that the iguana looked malnourished. Now I'm wondering, y'all. I wonder if the iguana was in there for far longer than I thought. Like I maybe it didn't get stuck that day. I wonder. You're waiting for the iguana side of the story. He took off. Can't help us. He's not available for comment. Yeah, somebody was saying that the iguana looked more than one person. It looked like it was coming out of the womb. You said, am I gonna get iguana food? I don't know where that iguana is. Y'all better stop. My iguana pet. That the search said that on one of the videos, like iguana protects its female owner or something like that. I was like, what is happening here? Give me something. Yeah, you know the light, when I turn this light on, I can see so much better than in the mornings because even though it looks super bright to y'all in the mornings, it's not really. That was related search, right? Female iguana protects. Is that what it said? Female iguana protects owner? I'm just a girl. Welcome in. Nick Talk, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. It certainly was interesting. Let's put it that way. I am a little bit I'm posting one more video, the one that Nika Grace suggested, where I bleep stuff out, and that's it. I can't. I don't know how much more can I pull out of the one live stream. All right, I think I can. I think I said that earlier that I was gonna leave this alone. Wait a minute. You used to bring the iguana over and chase it through chase through the house like a pet iguana. Thanks for getting your heart, me, Carmela. Allison, thank you for the slow motions. A beard? Oh. Oh, y'all, you keep those pet iguanas. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in any. I barely, I barely can manage the cats. Oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine. It's one thing when you have like lizards and snakes and stuff that are in the like in a tank. Yeah, this what I'm doing right now is a bad deal. I was pushing this blade from so far. That's not good. The cat sent the bearded dragon. Yeah, this is true. Oh, you said what's everyone doing? You're sitting with magazines and cutting out images for collage. That's a good question. Thank you, Carmela. Unhinged and feral. What? You didn't tell us that this morning, did you? You're sick. What are you doing here? You should be resting. No kind of, even if you're laying down in wait, I didn't see what you wrote, Blondie. You ought to see the ones in Key West. They look like a frog or a cat in the backyard. Yes, Blondie, we have those here too. I have videos of where my parents used to live, of the iguanas that were like the body part of the head and all that were like the size of small dogs. Casio, welcome in. Thank you for joining. True, you're making a pillow. Are you crocheting the pillow, True? Oh, I love this. And aside from Unhinged and Feral being sick, hey cat. And aside from Unhinged and Feral being sick, I I'm good, cat. I'm a little like tired. But not like so I probably won't be like, oh, I'm gonna be my energy might be slightly low. Especially in the beginning, but I might get warmed up. Y'all know how that goes. Ooh, to go with your blanket that you finished today. Y'all, True posted was did you post that today, True? Because I know I don't always see the stuff when it's the dates posted. True posted a video of a blanket, a gorgeous blanket that True you made it from scraps, right? But it's so gorgeous, like multicolor. Um, and you're doing the pillow to go with it. That's awesome. Hey Paul, how are you? Y'all, I every time somebody comes in, I want to say good morning. How are you? Paul, thank you for the slow motions. Yeah, cat, exactly. Um, I know y'all don't mind. I'm not too worried about that part. I know that y'all will keep the hype for me if you can, if you have the energy for it. Thanks for the slow motions, Paul. I appreciate it. And it's very likely that as we interact and talk and all that stuff, I'll get some energy back. Oh, Paul, thank you for closing that out for me. I'm gonna just leave it to reset. Uh, wait, you said your granddaughter just looks out the window and stares. Paul and Allison, thank you for closing out the goal. Wait, I see that message you wrote. Your great granddaughter just stands in the window and stares. Well, it's better she's inside than outside staring. Carmela. You did late night ordering and bought mini cookie cutters, like polymer clay, Carmela. It is a great blanket, right, Blondie? Late night craft landed. Wait, did you get them already, Carmela? The cookie cutters and the clay? Oh, that's air dry. Ooh. What are the shapes you got? What are the shapes of cookie cutters you got? Yeah, I don't know why I feel so tired. Oh, wow. You are gonna have a good time. I did do a workshop once. Um, I did a workshop once, a polymer clay workshop with one of my friends that makes jewelry from that stuff. And with the cookie cutter uh, and whatever other style of that thing. Y'all know what I'm saying. And now I'm gonna be tired and delirious. No, I'm not that tired. I'm not deliriously tired. I'm just like low energy tired. Ornaments and pendants, but you need you need adult supervision. There's probably um you know YT University probably has several, even here on TikTok you might find some videos that would be helpful. Yeah, I might. Oh, you know what? I'm carving and I don't think y'all can see what I'm doing. I am going to do what I did this morning and I'm going to pull the camera closer to me so that I can. Y'all, I love this thing, this rig I have, but there we go. I think that might be better actually. YouTube has lots of clay videos. Of course you can do it, Carmela. What are you talking about? Remember, as long as you enjoy the thing, you just have to spend time practicing it. That's the big thing. There we go, y'all. It's a close up, but I think you'll be able to see it, and it's close enough to me that I'll actually be able to carve without damaging something that I don't want to damage. Oh, when it's up here, it's not that easy to see. Tell me. To the Milky Way. I feel a warm up coming, y'all. I might warm up. No, my eyes are burning. I might not warm up. And I took a nap, y'all. I'm telling you, I feel like sometimes when I take these power naps that people keep talking about, I took a 30-minute power nap. I thought that was supposed to help me. You said Paul's art is getting better, just getting better and better. Are you looking at his videos, Blondie? I need to get into Paul's live. I was I was in there a couple days ago, I think. Paul goes live, doing his paintings. Hey T, how are you? Wait, what are we saying that makes you feel worse? Yes, the only way we get better is to play as much as possible. What makes you feel worse? Oh, y'all, I guess whether I'm tired or not, I never remember what I said 2 seconds before, and then I get all confused. What did you say, Glow? You got filtered. Did you? You said you didn't get yourself back to normal from that sleepy stuff they gave you till this afternoon, Blondie. But you feel clear-headed now? Oh, I see it, Glow. Some comments in this live were filtered. You didn't miss a thing, Dana. I'm on slow mode, so you didn't miss anything. We talked a little, of course we talked a little tiny bit about the iguana, but we're not talking about the iguana anymore. Oh, Dana, you missed the round robin of what everybody's working on at the moment. So feel free to let us, you always do that though. You're really good about letting us know what you're working on while you're hanging out. Carmela just did some late night ordering and got cookie cutters and air dry clay. Um, True made a gorgeous crocheted blanket and is now making the pillow to match. There is a video of the gorgeous crocheted blanket on True's page. Wait, let me see. Yeah, Unhinged and Feral. I think the power nap is what made me feel like this. Wait. So so T, you said you're hanging in there. Does that mean that you and potentially your household are feeling much better? I hope so. Oh, is that what got filtered, Glow? You said you have videos and Glow and Paul and Gloria. We are all artists. You said you're ready to see the hat, man. See. But what did you say, Glow? Try again. I want to know. Crumb quilt videos for TikTok. Hey, Lighthouse! Hello! You just leveled up as soon as you came into the room. You said they don't know what tea is? Yeah, when I say tea, I'm talking about Orb Weaver T, TG, who needs to change their name back. Aren't you at your 7 days yet? You said you're getting better, but your whole household had been sick, so you get a pass for not changing your name. How was how was practice, Lighthouse? How did you're done, right? You think that's oh, it said no, you can't change it, or no, you need to wait longer. You said very good, good. That's awesome. If you remember to remind me, because I won't remember. There's a video. Um, Dr. Lisa has a video about it, and I actually watched her video so that I could do it correctly with the changing of the username versus the nickname thing. Look, it says TG joined. It worked. Wait, let's see. You think that's why they filtered Glow because Glow was talking about tea? You asked how thick the block was. Oh. Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Y'all, that made my head hurt. I gotta lean back or else y'all are going to be assaulted because the camera is even closer to my mouth now. So if I cackle, y'all are gonna be deafened. um Glow. This is a you should we should probably call it a sheet. I autopilot call them blocks just because they come mounted, but it is like 4 millimeters. The height is like 4 millimeters. It's very thin. It's fairly thin. Sorry, this is super close. So there, it's thin. You have to do one before the other to be able to do both, TG. Yes. There's an order you have to do it in, um or they change everything and then you can't change the nickname for 7 days. You have to do the nickname first or something and then do the username. Yeah, because it's stupid, but that is how it works. You said you just had a question and you were struggling. Did they? So wait, did they filter you multiple times? Hey Tanya, you were just live. What are you doing here? That was really funny. Blondie. So I don't. That is clearly not why they about T's name. That's not why they filtered her. It's because TikTok TikTok has a dirty mind. You just popped into. We don't mind you being here, Tanya, but you were. I know that you were live. I was in your live a few minutes before I came in here. I came live. Oh, of all the days, that's right. Andres, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Um, oh, y'all, we need to celebrate Tanya because Tanya, this is like the fourth live stream in a row where you have some wild numbers. This is for Tanya, y'all. I hope the sound made because I took this out of my ear. Um, Tanya has had some really awesome numbers in her live stream the last several lives. So Tanya, I think it's safe to say that that's gonna be your norm now. So you're gonna have to figure out some like logistics to we gotta figure out to get you a better setup. Tanya, who cares why? We don't care why. Not everyone, but a good half of the room participates, and that's a big deal when you have that many people in there. Who cares why? It's consistent. It's happening. People, yeah, on Hinge and Feral, and people are engaging in the live stream. You know, sometimes when you go into folks' rooms and they have large numbers, folks, most of the folks are only like just watching and not even, I'm not talking about gifting, y'all. I'm talking about comments, liking the live. Lots of folks are not doing that when you have the numbers. And Tanya, every time I go into Tanya's room and she has those big numbers and you look through the list, people are engaging. Yeah, Tanya does fluid art, y'all, and she's she does different styles on one live stream, and in part of the live stream she does like viewer requests for colors, because one of the styles that she will do on a live stream uses pre-mixed um colors, like ready-made colors. So she numbers the colors like 1 through, Tanya is 25, right? I think it's 1 through 25. And then folks are able to pick a color, like a number, and then like blindly pick numbers. And then Tanya pulls the colors based on the number and does a piece with those colors. So that's always a fascinating thing to watch when you see all these random colors coming together. Oh, happy Valentine's, Carmela. Have fun with the doggies. You said okay, dog time. So yeah, it's a cool, it's certainly it's a very fascinating live to watch. So I understand why people are interested in it. I know what you're saying, Tanya. Like you're trying to figure out like what did you do specifically, if what made it change. But I'm just saying, who cares, because the who cares, because it's been consistent now. It wasn't a fluke. Every time you go live now, it's happening. So enjoy it, my friend. And you said they're bossy. Yeah, I've seen there people can be demanding. Sometimes I, well, it doesn't happen in here as much. But hey, Nika, but people do like to make requests. People like that, and I get it. It's not that I don't get that. You also get people to engage a little bit more. Um, but I don't do it because I don't think I can't process the information enough that day to use a book cover instead of a ruler. But why? That stuff I don't understand. But you know, people can say whatever they want to say. Then I can just say whatever I want to say back to them, and we might not all like what each other says. Don't let me remind y'all. Steve became public enemy number one. People do have strange ideas on Hinge and Feral. They do. Oh, y'all. Steve said he was just joking. He was making jokes. He was in a funny haha mood. A funny haha mood. Steve probably will never come back to the live again after being after being addressed about his jokes. Let's see. If he comes back, I'm gonna be like, Steve, we thought you weren't gonna come back to us. Oh y'all, I am messing this thing up. Let me leave that door handle alone because I can't see. All right, y'all, let me see if I can navigate this so that I can see, but you all don't have it in your face. Oh, yes, I can. I can't have this on though. I think I'm going to have to take my headphones out so I can hear the music. hope I can hear the music. Can y'all hear the music? I can't hear the music. It's all right. I think I'll be okay if I can't hear the music. Usually I like to hear the music. Okay, all right. As long as y'all can hear the music, I'm fine. You said, Steve. Oh, Steve is gonna come in here right now because we're talking about him. Now let's be clear, y'all. Not Sir Steve Iggy Lazard III. That's not who we are referring to. We are just referring to regular old Steve. Y'all, have y'all seen Shaka recently live? Hey Luna, or in anyone's live, I feel like. Oh, Shaka was here on Iguana Day. So it's not that many days. Y'all, this. Why are you on this? Why are you on this TikTok if you are in the restaurant for Valentine's Day? Get off. Oh, she said she can't hear me and I'm still talking. I'm like still talking. Ooh, 400. Fine, girl. Oh, money gone. Thank you, Luna. Oh. You said you're glad I'm yelling at someone else. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm saying hi to everyone. I have said hi to everyone. Luna is awesome. In the restaurant on TikTok supporting us. Oh, T. T, any day can be Valentine's Day. When you all are all better, any day can be Valentine's Day, T. And any day, I don't know I don't even know if it's the Valentine's Day part of it or the restaurant part of it, T. I should have asked that first. Very likely it's the restaurant part versus the Valentine's Day part. So as soon as y'all are better, you can head to the restaurant. This there's a glare. See, this is not working out. Oh yeah, yeah, I hear you. Kiddos, make that a challenge. All right, kittykins, make that a challenge. Y'all, the sitting down and carving is really not ideal, but y'all know I can't be here for 2 hours standing because my back attacks me. Although, in the garage printing that day because I was wearing my I made my Vans orthopedic Vans. That actually worked out really well. What's behind door number 2? That's a good question. True. Well, I have to think of things to put literally behind, like on on these parts of the doorway. I know I definitely want to do some bougainvillea on one. I'll do some like ivy style stuff on another. I don't know. What do people have outside their doorway? Oh, yeah. I don't know why everything feels like a disaster. You said you have one of those unicorn children that acts behaved at a restaurant. I used to be one of those. My mom attributes it to being brought to the restaurant on a very regular basis from the time I was very young. That I could do really well in any style, fancy or otherwise, because of exposing me super early. That's what she says. Oh, you said rocks next to your door, big ones? All right, true. So like which style of door would look good with rocks? Maybe this one? True. Cuz like this style around it is indicative of potentially like a brick style home. So maybe this one could have some rocks. Oh, or this one maybe. Feel free to choose, y'all. You said yes. All right, rock cities. Rock cities. You hear me? I'm like, flowers, leaves. Oh, you do. Tea, I like that. I just ignore them. I have no welcome mat and then I ignore them. That works out really nicely. Philip 1977, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Hello, pals. How are you over there? How are you, pals? I'm trying to figure out what I can do that I'll be able to get my leverage in without causing myself too many problems. Let's do this. I am going to, y'all will get to see me using the knife one. Ouch. We also have a moat with alligators, but if they manage to a welcome mat, but it just says no. I drew them, pals. The Lino actually, for the folks that that don't know what it looks like, let me show you what the it's called. This particular Lino is called Battleship Gray Linoleum. Scram. Do not enter. This is what it looks like. Oh, y'all. it looks messy here. This is what it looks like to begin with, and it comes in different sizes. You can buy rolls of it even, you know, and then cut the size you need. But I was saying it earlier, I had gotten this size on sale at Blake, on top of a sale. So I actually bought several packs of these a couple years ago. So I'll tell you this. So what I do is you can, let me see if I lift it up. You can see that there's like little marks on there, and it's really just other pieces of linoleum that stuck to each other because because of how it's laid down. So what I typically do to prep my block, I don't do this all the time because I've found that it's not particularly necessary, but it helps to get those little pieces off, and it kind of helps to smooth out my you're jumping ahead, T. I'm gonna show y'all. I am gonna show you that, T. What I do is I use a little bit of super fine grit sandpaper and just sand it to kind of just smooth everything out. But y'all, again, when you start doing things that create particles, you have to be careful. And even a super fine grit will get you particles. So be careful if you're gonna do that. Try to do it. If you're not wearing some kind of mask, try to do it like in an air, not in an enclosed space. Mind you, you don't have to do it, but I found sometimes it helps to, depending on the piece of linoleum, it helps to smooth it out. And I'll show you what I use actually, which ends up being something that I can just keep. It's one of those the super fine grit, like the nail buffer thing. That's a perfect grit for this, and it's easy to grab and just. Oh yeah, T, you could do it wet. I never. That's a good idea. You could do it wet because this dry. You can do it wet, and you could even just soak up some of the excess water, because when it does get wet, it starts to curl a little bit if you don't keep it flat. So you might want to just soak up a little bit of the extra water, but yes, you can do it wet. And also, you're not doing it so that you're taking off a whole skin layer of it, you know? You're just kind of, it's very smooth, it's very even already. You're just kind of smoothing it out a little bit. And so then I use two different things to stain it. The reason I stain it is I started staining years ago because I've been filming my carving for years, and it's not so much for my purpose that I stain it. I really do stain it because it's much easier for folks to be able to see the progress of the carving when it's been stained. And I started staining it. Hey Jen, how are you? Thank you. I started staining it years ago when I started filming my carving. So sometimes I just water down some acrylic. I pick a fun color of acrylic and I just do a super heavy water down. I thin it out super, and then I just use a big brush and paint, and then I just, you know, let it dry. You said flex on us. No such thing. No such thing. T. I usually fill in my dark spots completely. I kind of don't know why I didn't do it on here. Like, I went back in and filled in my dark spots over on this one. I always fill them in. which makes it easy for me to see without the staining. But I didn't even think of it like that. I guess it is helpful that way. It is helpful that way, but I guess because I've been doing it without it for so long. Before that, I don't even recognize it as helpful. I just think that it's easier for y'all to see. Um, so the watered down acrylic, I've used before, but I will show you my favorite thing to use. Um, I mean, I'm sure you can use. All right, y'all. Another pro tip. I don't always remember where I learned things from over the years, but this I do remember. Um, I think his last name is Alejandro. Abel Alejandro. I gotta look it up, y'all, because his work is phenomenal. I'm gonna look it up because y'all need to see his work. Oh, my battery died on that phone. He's on social media. He doesn't post as much. He's based out of LA. Abel Alejandro. That's his name. Y'all, please look up his work. He does lino and wood. He's a printmaker. He does lino and wood cut. His work is phenomenal. Phenomenally gorgeous work. So please check it out. Let me type his name in the chat. Anyway, I learned this trick from him. I use these the broad Copic markers, and just, this is how broad they are, and just go choo, 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 choo. Done. And it dries in 0.2 seconds. So the interestingly awesome Artistic Avenue. Hello. His work is really phenomenal, right, Kat? Yeah. Thank you for sharing the live, friend. How are you? Are you still in here? Nikolai, welcome back. You like that sound? So, it apparently T does too. I need to stop showing these brands before I start getting in trouble on here. I got this idea from him because he uses these broad tip Copics to do this. So I remember when I learned that, I had only been able to find this. You're laughing at me, pals. I had only been able to find this color, this one color. I got this one from the Zan years ago. And then I wanted to get more. And y'all, they don't make. So I think this is a new thing with Copic, which is, it ends up being awesome. Jen, thank you for the getting your heart me and for the slow motions, friend. I think Jen came in and out too. The awesome thing about these Copic markers now, and y'all don't quote me on whether this is new or not, but to me it feels like it's new. I didn't realize that was the case. So when I went to go buy more colors of these, they don't sell them like this anymore with the color. They only sell it empty. So I bought a pack of the wide marker with no ink, because Copic sells their ink now like this. So you can refill your Copic markers. Again, I don't know how long ago they started doing this as widely, to the point where they don't even sell the broad tips in colors anymore. So I have this. This is my color. This is my favorite color. that I use. So this was a regular blank copy that I just filled up with the ink, and you can see here, you can see it's 12 milliliters of ink, and that's where I am. Oh, sorry, y'all, I'm not showing you. I think you can see where the mark is of where the ink goes down, and this will last a long, long time. That's in here, and you know it comes with a little sticker, so you can put the color mark on it. And this is cyan, which is one of my favorites, so it's processed blue. Anyway, T, I said all those words to answer your question about what I use to stain. So yeah, it's pretty cool, pals, and that's like my process for prepping. I call it a block, even though it's not a block. These are not mounted, but I still call it a block. Hey, Estella, thank you for the slow motions. Oh, pals, I didn't even see. Well, I got that, pals. You did have the tea there. Yes, tea. So right, because listen, y'all, I have some really nice, I like Copics a lot, but I don't use them every day because, you know, they're pricey. So if I'm just playing around with stuff, I don't use it all the time. Organic Somethings, hello, welcome. How are you? The refill thing was a very exciting experience for me when I was like, what? They have refills now? And yeah, you can get them on the John. You got to watch the price because, you know, sometimes with certain things on the Zon, you have to watch the price. And I found that different colors are different price points, but they're reasonable considering that Copics are not the most. They are one of the more expensive alcohol marker brands. They are. I don't even know. They might be one of the most. Thanks for getting your heart, me. How are you? Yes, T. Like people, you know, you said it would have bothered you, pals. All right, well, that's fine. I'm the same way, pals, so I know exactly what you're saying. A lot of people that do like coloring with alcohol markers, I know that they like the brand something. You said glad to be done for the day. I hear that. I still have a while left to go. But this is fun stuff. This is fun to hang out. I'm doing well, thank you. I am doing well. Thanks for asking. The Ohu, people say they really like that brand. You know what I'm talking about. I don't remember the letters in the word. But Copic is on a different level than the color, the alcohol markers that folks used to color. And they're expensive. So if you're, to me, I'm with you, T. If you're not into alcohol markers and like you don't really use alcohol markers for your finished work, it's not really an investment that I would be like, y'all, get you some Copics, because I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Copic. It's one of those, and it's also one of those where you probably won't buy the set to begin with because they're so expensive. You buy particular colors, even though the set probably is a little bit cheaper, but the cost of a set can be significant. It's like Prismacolor, you know. It's the Prismacolor, the Prismacolor colored pencils and Caran d'Ache. Like I love Caran d'Ache, but some stuff is super expensive. You said you feel like most market artists just went digital. TG, yeah. A lot of people or never ever did traditional. That's the thing too, T. I'm finding a lot of folks never did any kind of traditional work, like traditional artwork. And y'all, I know brushes are awesome and can replicate a lot of things. But the thing that I always think is, even if you can represent the visual quality of the texture, you rarely can represent the actual tactile texture feel, because it's not just, folks are like, oh, I can print it on this kind of paper and it will have that tactile feel. But the thing about building a piece with like layers of texture, you will never, if you're printing only on like a sheet of paper, an image, you don't get multiple levels of texture and feel. Um, I'm not saying digital, y'all. I tell you all the time. I do digital art all the time. There's a lot of benefit to using digital. Um, so I'm not saying don't be a digital artist. Please don't. That is not what I'm saying. But there, you said you have to run to the streets. Be right. Okay, Tanya. Um, but there is a quality to the. It's just, there's a quality to the handmade. There just really is. Whether it's the real streets or the TikTok streets, as Glow's saying, Tanya, be safe. I was saying this to my cousin. They're big into Japanese dragons. Was telling them do a few with bamboo brush to understand what the decision process is because of the media. Listen, yeah, I like that, T. You're self-taught, autodidactic when it comes to art, except for a year of art in high school. Yeah, Estella, I feel very like this is the thing, and that's one of the things with even with this back to basics, practice. In today's world, you can achieve the skill level and you can attain the knowledge you need in whatever setting you need, in because resources are so available. And y'all, there are just as many free resources as paid. One of the things that I say to folks is that sometimes the paying for resources is really more about paying for a structure or curriculum that has been built already, that you don't have to figure out and search for, because sometimes it saves you some time. But if you really, you can find it all for free. Yeah, a lot of people. That's the name, Estella. Oh, who? I do what I have found though. I don't know if I've seen folks that create pieces of artwork say they love it. I think it's a lot of a lot of a lot of what do you call that? A lot of the folks that do the coloring, they like those markers. Um, you didn't go to school for art, but you paid for some new master's courses, and it was worth it. Yeah, a lot of people now. There are some folks that are artists that do wonderfully beautiful coloring pages. You know who does coloring pages sometimes? She actually has some really gorgeous books that I feel like I've never seen the books that she has. Feral Mom does coloring pages, and she has some awesome coloring books. Like really ones that I feel like to me are are pretty unique for the style that I've seen. I see a lot of like that cute kawaii style of illustration in the coloring books. But the ones that Pharaoh Mom has are like good details, and they don't look like the typical cutesy ones that I've seen. Tell me more about these. I don't know anything about these new master's courses you speak of. I mean, well, feel free to tell me, or I really am going to just Google it. Are these things that I need to? When you say that, T, are you meaning like, how, New Masters Academy? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, totally, Unhinged and Feral. You are 100%, and I get that. It's one of those things where, and I think that it has helped folks tremendously, with doing coloring books. It's like it's a huge stress reliever, and like a way for folks to relax and decompress. And it's also a way for folks that are not interested in being artists to express themselves creatively in a way that's easy and fun. But yeah, I agree. Oh, Glow, there are several ways that you can do that. You also don't have to make a coloring book that's 32 pages. You could do 2 different ones or 3 different ones with that many pages. You can produce that in a multitude of ways. Self-published ways, 16 and 16, yeah. You said you can draw and love it. You add color and now it's ruined. You watched your color theory and perspective class and it really was worth every penny. Yeah, that's the thing, is that we talk about this all the time, is that you find the resources that work for what you need, and I've never been someone that thinks that you have to go to art school to be successful in this game. Because even if you go to art school, you still have to practice to hone your craft. And I feel like even though I didn't go to art school, I got an art degree at liberal arts college. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't go to an art school. I did go to art school in a liberal arts college. Whatever. There is a component of it that is helpful in terms of the way those classes are structured. Like, a lot of people, the critique aspect of learning art is actually really good. And opening yourself up for critique, not criticism, is a really helpful way to develop, just like anything else. But other than that, and that's infrastructure you can build into your community, But other than that, I think that again, in this day and age, you can explore learning anything in a much more accessible way. And having the degree only matters in certain settings. Y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah, Estella, that is one thing I always say that I'm grateful for, that my parents, specifically my dad, my mom is not this kind of person to be like, don't do that. But like my dad would have been the person to be like, no, you gotta become a lawyer or a doctor. But my dad was very supportive of me going to school for art because that was something that he had wanted to be an artist and had to take the practical route in life. And very talented, naturally talented, and had to take the practical route. Um, yes, see that TG, you look at you. I didn't even see what you wrote before I said that, but yeah, that's exactly the setting that you have to. Those kinds of settings you need to have. You have to that kind of setting and others, but there are certain circumstances where you really do need to have the degree. So you are going back to art school? Oh, yeah. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Estella, what's the more practical career path that you were directed to? I'm curious. I'll send you the link. It was worth a subscription. Oh, it's a subscription based. I have it up here right now. I'm looking at it. So T, did you start already? Now I want to know. Oh, this is actually really reasonably priced. I expected it to be more expensive, actually. This is reasonably priced. Sorry, y'all. I can talk and carve. Gloria, did I say hello to you? I don't think I did. Hello, Gloria. You are a credentialed teacher, but not in art. Yeah, because you have to have the degree, right? It was his dream deferred, Estella. It really was. I'm not sure that I lived up to his expectations because after I graduated, I went straight into corporate. I shouldn't say that. You said you didn't get art instruction until you were working on an AAS degree in art graphic design. Yeah, I think we get it at so many different places. Feral Mom has told the story in here before and will always share the story. Feral Mom just started doing art. I don't think it's been a year since Feral Mom started doing art seriously. Feral Mom was never encouraged to pursue her dream of and her interest in doing art. And so she's reveling in being able to do it now, and her husband is super supportive. But it was something that she was specifically discouraged from. So, it's business administration. Yeah, Estella, that sounds about right. You know what I always say to folks though is that people are always so busy saying you shouldn't do this kind of degree or not, but they end up asking you to do things like, for some people, a business administration degree is a very generic degree, and it's always interesting. You've always considered yourself an artist. That's awesome, Dana. I'm glad that it didn't stop you from still pursuing your passion, even though it wasn't formal instruction. Oh, I see what you're saying, T. Oh, that's awesome. So are you going to do like a BFA? You said, if I come in the room, I'm going to talk. You had a life-changing accident and construction teacher is no longer possible. Now I'm kind of lost. Oh, Unhinged and Feral, tell us as much as you feel comfortable telling us. Now, am I reading that right? Construction teacher? let's learn more Unhinged and Pharaoh. Let's figure things out. I mean, we're not gonna solve anything on one live stream, but you know what I'm talking about. 6 months for Lori. Yeah, 6 months for Pharaoh, mom. I'm like, I know it's not a year yet. Yes, Estella. Look, I'm not even reading. Reading Moonflower Mama. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. Oh, Thea, you left us. Hello though. Um, this is a good place to talk about it. Wait, what keeps your mind and hands busy? What are we saying? I saw. Yeah, sometimes this chat is moving. I praise TikTok Live Studio because I can scroll through the chat well. You said you're knitting, Moonflower Mama? That sounds good. Wait, did you go live? I know earlier on Dr. Lisa's live, I think you said you were going live to knit. You can teach without your major being in education, and I want to teach to keep your options open. All right, now. Wait. Go, thank you. Real tears. Wait. Oh yeah, T's art is absolutely amazing. And y'all, T does post like tutorial style videos that are quite awesome. So I actually am not surprised in the least that you would think about doing like being an art teacher or you did at 4. That's what I thought you had said. I hope it went well. Yeah, T, I agree with you about the teaching with your major being in it, without your major being in education and keeping your options open. The bug illustration was so good. Yeah, T's art is gorgeous. T has a video that I actually love. That video, T, where you go through the different medium and why you don't like why you prefer one over I really like that video because I love that you showed the different examples too. Well, Glow, T is super into anatomy. And that is super helpful with drawing without reference. Learning anatomy is a game changer with drawing without reference. Had about 7 to 11 people. They then got flagged for 10-minute timeout for marketing. So weird you didn't. Yeah, Moonflower Mama, there are things that you'll have to, I'm sure you've, I might not have been in any specific live where Dr. Lisa was saying it, but there are like a couple different things you have to test that could be the problem for them saying you're sending people off the platform. So it's like you have to test each live stream. You have to test a change to see if that works. Yeah, so you definitely, T, with that, you definitely had to be able to work right there. So did you do the, hey Charlene, did you do, hey Dr. Lisa, look at you walking in. I literally just said your name. Did you do the content disclosure? Oh, Coach Rhonda, hello. Who else came in and I didn't see? Wait, who is looking into? You said you're blushing. You're good. Oh, Estella, I like that idea. Art therapy. Thanks for the slow motions, Dr. Lisa. Moonflower Mama, I didn't see you got your heart me. Thank you for joining the Inky crew. Um, I was gonna say, Estella, that's something I've thought about, art therapy. But I have to have the degree for that. Thank you for the Cupid's bill. Um, but I've thought about it in the past, but I already have I know exactly what I want to get my other degrees in. Thank you for y'all for closing out the goal. I'm actually gonna leave it to reset itself because I keep putting it to the same thing anyway. Coach Rhonda Shops, thank you for getting your heart me. Which double majoring with a child to a master's track sounds buck wild, but T, you can do it. T, you can do it. On Hinge and Feral, I want us to talk more about what you mentioned. Maybe not, we don't have to do it tonight, but I definitely want us to talk about it. And that's exactly the type of thing, y'all know. I don't have to keep saying it. Y'all had me bawling on the live earlier. But that's exactly that's a perfect example of one of the types of things that I want us to be able to support as a community each other with pressing forward with certain things, you know? Like there are some things that you just don't know what you don't know. There are lots of things that each of us have had experience with and could shed some light on and give support to and advice and all that stuff for like what a next step could be. It's should be doable, just hard for sure. Absolutely, Moonflower Mama. TG, you are going to, but you can do hard things. Thank you for the Go Populars, Dr. Lisa. Oh, when you sent the Go Populars, now I'm looking at my views. I didn't look at my views earlier. The views are very low. But we also have not been. Oh, we're in a decent top place. I haven't been resetting, but this morning was good. This is a good place for crowdsourcing and brainstorming. Exactly. So, Unhinged and Feral, you've hitched your wagon to the right horses. I think you know that already, though. Did I say that right, y'all? You've hitched your wagon to the right horses. Aziza, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. I think that's the right way to see it. Dr. Lisa, you said yes. You've hitched your wagon to the right horses. But Unhinged and Feral, I think you know that already. So you know that we are going to help you figure it out, friend. We got it. Exactly. Oh, Tanya, that was a quick street run. Kat, you said I am too cute. Kat, you see that now I'm a little warmed up, Kat. My energy, y'all know. Sometimes I come on here and I'm like, whoa, apparently it took me almost 90 minutes today, but eventually when we get to running our gabbing and stuff, I get I get a little bit of energy. If I was listening to the music, I think it would have happened earlier, but I always need it. I always need y'all energy. There was a time, y'all, that I used to track as an eye on on the Myers-Briggs. And I used to claim that. I'm not sure why, because I know that I am a person that gets energy from other people. Like, I get energized being around other people. I definitely get like that. So I don't know. I'm not an I, I'm an E. I'm not an I anymore. I definitely don't test as an I anymore. I test as an E. But I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm an introvert. Now, let's be clear. I am they have a word for both, Estella. Ambivert. Look at the same time. Jinx. What am I supposed to do when we do jinx? Knock on something? Wood? Jinx. Jinx. Cat and Estella. Jinx. I think it's wood. I don't remember. I don't know if that's true though, Tanya. I am an ENTJ now, T. I owe you a diet Dr. Pepper. Why diet though, Estella? You said you're an exhausted pigeon. Literally now because you're not feeling well. On Hinge and Pharaoh, you do not have to be here. If even watching the screen might be exhausting you. You can do people virtually, but put you in a room. A jinx poke, owe me a coke, no diet. I've never heard that, Moonflower Mama. There we go. Jinx poke. How did that not get that should have gotten, what's the word? Yeah. Filtered. That should have gotten filtered if Glow's question got filtered. That should have gotten filtered. You said in a room with 10 people and you just want to escape. Nope, only if you ask about picnics. You didn't get filtered now. Jinx poke, you owe me a coke. You said you were tired of looking at the side of your eyelids. As long as it's not causing you any strain on Hinge and Feral, you know that I'm not telling you to go. I love that you're here, but I just don't want you causing yourself any strain. But if you're better off in here, stay for sure. So what happens with me is I never want to go to the places. Like, I never want to go. But once I get there, I'm fine. And I usually actually have a really good time. Usually. Yeah, I just never want to go. And I will cancel on my people at the last minute in a hot second. Nobody ever. You said go settle down. Nobody ever, ever expects me to actually go places with them. They ask me, I say I will, but they never actually expect me to go on the day of. They always expect me to be like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not going anywhere anymore. So when I do end up going, folks are surprised. I wouldn't say delighted, but they're definitely surprised. I think some people ask me because they think I'm going to say no and not go. And this way they feel good because it's like I invited her, but I know she's not going to go. So even if I don't want her here, I'm good. But I invited her. You know, I'm just saying. You said PJs for life over here? What are we talking about? What's our PJs, Moonflower Mama? Because PJs mean a lot of things. It's the making me dress in big girls' clothes. Yeah, you know that when these comments go fast and then I lose what somebody said and I don't know what we're talking about and then I forgot what I said 2 seconds before. And there's a are you in your garage, Glow? There's a nice thunderstorm going on behind you. You're an introvert who plays the role of an extrovert really well. You are in sales. Wow, T. Sales is always something that I am like, I don't think I could do that. But if I, yeah, I think I could. I just don't know if it would be such a heavy lift for me. I don't know if I would want to. But that's awesome. But yeah, I get that. If you are, it's like you can put it on for that period of time. You'll talk to a cardboard box, but you want to be. You have a friend who will harass me to make sure I show up at the events she's invited me to. Does that work though, Estella? Like, I feel like people should just give up. Does that really work? You said even when I give in, you usually think, yep, that was as bad as I expect. Come on, Tanya. Oh, jeans and flannels, but I haven't seen my shoes in weeks. What? Yeah, I am totally confused. What are we talking about? Yes, my slippers are usually my only shoes, but snow made me use boots. Are we talking about being homebodies and hermits and staying home in our PJs? Is that what we're talking about? You're supposed to get snow? No. You are? Where's So-So? You know So-So is also a stay inside homebody. Yeah, I don't leave my house. Especially now that I work here, I don't leave my house. Yesterday I went out with my mom for hours. I shouldn't say it like that. It actually was good. I didn't want to go, but I knew it was important to her and I went, and I'm glad I went. I knew I would have a good time, but that was the first time I left. If I don't go to the mailbox, sometimes I don't even go out my front door, y'all. For days. Yeah, I'm good. Like, I don't need to go out there. You love sales, but in general, the general public is rough. You said your greatest lessons don't die on dumb hills. I think that's a good lesson for all of us. Do not die on dumb hills, y'all. Pick your battles. And many of them you will not win, so don't even bother. Oh, you are. So you really are getting snow. Oh, Unhinged and Feral, make sure you have everything you need that you can accumulate while you're there. No, I remember when you told us where you were in California. Oh, that'll be interesting. Not fun. After you adjusted to work at home, it's no issue for me to never go anywhere. It's not particularly healthy though, y'all. I don't, I don't. We should be getting out sometimes. You have lots of dry goods. I love that. Then you're good. Do you have lots of stuff to work on some art? I hope you don't lose like internet connectivity, because then you also could watch Portrait. Dana, I forgot the name of the show. Is it Portrait Masters of? Yeah, I was about to say Portrait Masters of the Universe. Oh God, maybe I am delirious. I was about to say Portrait Masters of the Universe. Ooh, Portrait Artist of the Year. Jana was ready to go because as soon as you heard me say portrait, you knew I forgot the name of the show. Portrait Artist of the Year. It's T's fault because T said the thing about the master classes, and then I don't know, portrait masters of the universe. Now I'm gonna call it that, but yeah, portrait artist of the year. Ooh, look at you, Moonflower Mama. Have a good time. Thank you for dropping in and spending some time with us. We love when folks come in and join us. You are set for entertainment. I like that. So y'all, you know, and we talked about this before. One of the things I want to do on our in our new space is have a like a, you know how I'm always talking about I need to get rid of stuff in here. So like I want us to have like a I don't know what we would call it, like a giveaway tools that you're not using thing. Hey Midnight Makers, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Well, Midnight Makers, it would be cool if I would actually carve instead of running my mouth, y'all. Why don't y'all keep me y'all don't ever yell at me and tell me to do the work. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying on Hinge and Farrell. Whatever. We could be. You said y'all like chatting me up. We can share. Anyway, we will do that. I'm working on it, y'all. Oh. You said you were the bad kind of co-workers who tell you to play hooky. That's why. Yes, you are. Tool swap, cat. Yeah. Except I. So yeah. So we could do a swap. We could do either a swap or a donate. Like you could, you know, there are things that I feel like I would just give and you don't have to swap something back to me. But in cases where folks want to do an actual swap, that would be good. You haven't made a stamp since high school. A lot of people say that, Midnight Makers. Oh, an ancient Feral. Is that how you swapped the Sashiko repair for that new desk, the drafting table thing that you got from Facebook Marketplace? I love that. I'm obsessed now. Yes, that's awesome. Midnight Makers, you'd love to start again? My question is, what's stopping you? You should start again. I always will tell you to start again. 90% of what we talk about is us getting back to things that we haven't done in years, or starting as pure beginners, you know, feeling like it might be later in life. So yeah, start again, friend. Do it. Do it. I don't have formal tutorials, but anytime I do it, folks ask questions and I have no problem answering as much detail as I need to. So this particular style of, this is a linoleum, a piece of linoleum. This is that Battleship Grey Harder type linoleum, but in high school you might have used like the soft block. You said you're level 53? Are you really? Not later in life. I'm level 53. Oh, Midnight Makers, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, Speedball Speedy Carve is a nice one to use if you're getting back into it. And then as you start to use other things, you might prefer others over Speedball Speedy Carve, like me. Y'all, you know, I found some on that I really actually love. Let me show you. You know, I love to show and tell. I found some on the Zan. This is a couple years ago now, though, but they were significantly They were cheaper. Ow, y'all. They were cheaper than the Speedball, the Speedy Carve, but they're a little firmer, which I like. I don't have any whole blocks of them left, but they were just like whatever this is, 4x6. These might have even been 3x5. But look at this. This is the cool part of it. Let me get this before I go carving this up. The cool part of this is, look at that, y'all. How fun is that? How fun is that? So I actually like this one. I liked this one a lot. Do they really, Unhinged and Feral? Ooh, yes. I do need to make a Zan list because I have a lot of stuff that's super cool, y'all. And because I do a lot of digging to find stuff out. What's the name of what again? This? A soft what? This specific one with the little green with the green? Or these soft blocks? I don't know. Let me tell you right now. You mean like the brand? Let me tell you right now. Let me look it up. I got these a couple years ago. On the Zan. Y'all, yeah. I don't know if it's y'all there is lots of stuff that I should be getting in trouble for that I don't. I say a couple years, but now y'all, you heard me say a couple years? I got these in 2021. That's 5 years ago. They were 4x6. The brand is SGHUO, and it's it's just a rubber stamp carving block, they call it. Just like any other, but it has this green so that when you carve away, well, you see how it's made. Oh, y'all can't see this. The light is too bright. Where's the best place to show you? Here. Oh, the light is too bright for you to see the detail. I just realized that. That's actually not much better. Oh, if I put my hair blocking the light, look at that. I'm using my hair as a filter for the light. I'm using my hair as a filter for the light so you can see it better. Is it? I was about to tell you you're right. SGHUO. Yeah, UO. Exactly, Estella. UO. Midnight makers, you will learn that these are regular. This is a regular behavior in this room. We love to shenan and cat shenanigan. But the reason I will tell you that I like this one, I actually like this one way better. Shenanigan. Y'all, I keep forgetting that I need to lean back because I'm like making you deaf with this. The camera, the mic is on the camera right here. right? You know, that's a lot for y'all. This is it's a little it's a little more firm than I find than the pink, um the speedy carve, and I like that. It's a little crisper to me. Oh, it's not as loud as I think, because TikTok Live Studio seems to think it's loud. The volume thing goes all the way up into starts turning yellow and red. So I think that I'm like hurting y'all real bad. All right, I won't stop. I won't keep apologizing then, since it's not as bad as I think it is. But yeah, this is just a personal preference because lots of people love the Speedball Speedy Carve, and I will never say. The only thing I would say is, you know, sometimes, oh, you know, even I didn't think of this when I was telling you that before on Hinge and Feral, that these might be cheaper than the Speedy Carve. So this is the same exact one. Oh, they have it in pink. Look at that. I didn't even know that. Somehow that feels very boring to me. Bye, T. See you soon. So, I don't know how I don't get in trouble for this stuff, but they have 8 pieces of green 4x6 for $17.99. Now let me tell y'all what I paid for it in 2021. Yeah, absolutely, Estella. It's a similar advantage. Like when T was saying that T does the color wash, because it helps identify the is my CD on? What CD? Content disclosure? There's no content disclosure on here. On Live Studio. It's just 18 and over and some other thing that's... Hey, Diana, how are you? Thank you for getting your heart me and for the rose, Diana. I hope you're doing well. Yes, Estella. So it helps to differentiate what you've carved and not carved. And it is also just quite fun. It is quite fun to see. Neither have I, not for that glue, I haven't. Static image, I haven't got a static image restriction, but I've got warnings on here. Easier to distinguish. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Diana. I am glad you're doing well. Let me see how much I paid for it in 2021. Y'all, I paid $13.90 for it with tax in 2021, and now it's 17 something, $17.99. So about a $4 difference. But it probably still might be cheaper than this. They have other kinds. They have other kinds of these rubber blocks that are not Speedball. And there probably lots of them are great. But I just know that I've used this one and I really like it. Tanya, I don't know actually why it's not available. The one thing I do know is, y'all, I show these brands all day, every day while we're on these live streams, and I haven't gotten a ding yet, and I'm not supposed to show all these brands. You said you saw another company with white and yellow. That sounds nice. Yeah, y'all. So the point of it all really is that Speedball is usually the recommended, and I'm not saying Speedball isn't good, but if Oh, but I do all the time, Estella. And we're talking about it, and I'm throwing all the words around. I'm not supposed to be saying all that stuff. All that stuff that I say, and you know, every time I pick up a tool and show it to you, um, all the different pencils, all that stuff, I I'm not supposed to do that unless I have my content disclosure on. And even then, I should be careful because they say you're leading people off the platform. It's whatever. It's like foolishness to deal with. But no worries. We won't have to worry about that kind of stuff soon. We would be having those deep dive discussions in a different place anyway. On that note, y'all, actually, while you're here, I know I keep saying it. I was waiting for me to get the functionality to putting on your content disclosure is a very good idea, Tanya. So you're good. And even you're 18 and over, it's something to think about in terms of like depending on what you're talking about on your live stream, whether or not you should put your 18 and over on. I don't usually put the 18 and over on. I don't think I do. But you know, the day of the iguana, I put the 18 and over on for some reason. I don't know why, and I'm glad I did because when I started dropping those F-bombs, I might have gotten in trouble because I didn't have the 18 and. They don't mind if you F-bomb. They just want you to have the 18 and over on if you do. If you're gonna drop the bombs, they don't mind if you do it, but they want you to have the 18 and over on. Or if you're talking about topics that are of a sensitive nature, it's best to have those things on. Like, you know, medical stuff. If you allow guests always 18 and over, yes, Unhinged and Feral, that is a very good point. And y'all, now, you know, I didn't do guests. I've done guests, but when I'm on the phone, and I wasn't doing guests on TikTok Live Studio because the audio was really messed up. But when Precious came up, I'm kind of glad Precious was like, it's all right if the audio doesn't work. I just want to show you. I'm kind of glad Precious did that because then I realized that the audio seems to be working. So maybe we can figure out some nights again where if I'm here and if I'm like using Live Studio, maybe we do some coming up in the boxes, even if it's just a chat, you know. Oh, so I keep saying I'm going to create a group chat, and I've been waiting to see if I could get there's a TikTok created a new way to create the group chat that you can have up to 300 people in a group chat. Yeah, we don't have 300 people here. Hey MJ, how are you? But you can have up to 300 people, and it's like more of a fan club group chat versus you can set it up in all these ways to segment the group chat. Which is actually pretty cool, but I don't have that yet. So I'm going to just have to create a regular one and then we'll have to migrate over at some point. I need to create it because I have questions to ask y'all. You know, that, you know, about our space, our coming space that because again I'm trying to create a space that is for us, that will benefit us. So I am going to need y'all to give me feedback on certain things because I'm not trying to implement something that is not going to be useful and feel beneficial and add value to you. So I will need to ask some questions sometimes about certain things, or have y'all test certain things for me, beta test certain things. If you're willing. Of course, there's no forcing here. There's no forcing. Y'all, there definitely is no forcing. Who has allergies? Yes, unhinged and feral. Absolutely. And I want to control it. Happy Valentine's Day, MJ. You said the allergies came back? Boo, allergies indeed. Boo, allergies indeed. I am grateful that I get allergies, but I can't figure out when. Is this a regular allergy time for you, MJ? Yeah, maybe I can say I'm allergic to the cats. You know what? I went into my Zan account. Ooh, February, March. Well, at the speed that these months are going, you're gonna blink your eyes and your allergy season will be over, MG. Because how is it the middle of February already? Some plants started their blooming early. I got it. Glow, why did you slap your face? What did you forget? What were you supposed to do and you didn't do it? What did you say that you weren't supposed to say? I can't imagine that anybody minds that. On Hinge and Pharaoh, when are you going live? I've never seen you live. You gotta tell us. When do you go live? Why don't you tell us these things? We gotta know. Although, y'all, that's something that we can share in the group chat. When you're going live, you share it to the group chat so we can jump in your room, even for a little bit, if we can. Not everybody will be able to at certain times, but you know what I'm saying. That one friend that's desperate for attention. No, I just yawned. That 30-minute power nap, trash. I'm never doing that again. All that did was make me more tired. Here I'm yawning and it's only 9 o'clock. Oh, y'all. In a couple minutes, I'm out of here. You said you always have cats and dogs. 2 screaming macaws. Oh, so they're like trauma screaming. It's not just regular macaw screaming. Do I need to drink water? I have water right here. I should be drinking it. You're right. You said you like 2-hour naps? Maybe that's my problem. I need to take a 2-hour nap, not a 30-minute power nap. Oscar Brown Jr., welcome in. Thank you for joining us. You should try it again, Unhinged and Feral. Somehow, Jasper. No, I'm inside, Jasper. There's no iguanas in my house. Not that I'm aware of. No, Jasper, no iguanas today. I'm sorry. I am it's very anticlimactic in here today. We're just all I'm doing is carving. No iguana rescues occurring. How are you? Welcome back. I'm glad you came in, even though no iguanas are involved. We want to hear, thank you, Jasper. We want to hear the macaws Unhinged and feral. We don't mind. If y'all can stand me screaming in your ear when I get close to this camera and cackling, I think we can manage the macaws. Or we can at least try. You know we will. You know we will. We can test it out. The macaws will feel our yeah, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. The macaw let me do this because I don't remember what decisions I had made about what I'm carving. You said call. I am gonna make an iguana print, Estella. I feel like I have to. I feel like I should. I need to ride the iguana wave for a little bit. I'm not posting any more videos though, y'all. Dana, I don't know. I don't think I have the ability to make the iguana thing a viral moment. MJ, we were talking about it earlier because I also carved this morning. I am very excited also. I feel like the light is too dark. Iguana gate, yes. But if without y'all, I would not have done that. I'm very glad that I did it, but without the encouragement. Now I'm so dark, but the the light is terrible. T-shirts coming soon. You said you're welcome. That's a lot of stuff, Estella. I can and I actually have a lot of I have product plans for lots of those things, and I can easily I would just make us some screens. Um, well, I wouldn't make them anymore. I would I don't burn my own screens anymore. I order pre-burned screens. It's just easier, especially when I'm here. Y'all, sorry. You know I'm just flipping this stupid light around because it's doing things that's getting on my nerves. Y'all have a whole marketing plan for me and these iguanas. The iguana gate. A few people commented on the video that the iguana looked malnourished. So I actually was wondering if maybe I thought the iguana got stuck there while we were out there, while I was out there printing, because I don't remember hearing it before the live stream. But based on what people are saying about the iguana looking malnourished, I'm wondering if that iguana was stuck in there for like a few days. You said get your TikTok shop ready. The iguana might have been in there for a few days, y'all. I just told you I don't leave my house. So there it could have been there for a few days. So I'm really glad that y'all encouraged me to go get him, her, whatever, the iguana. Yeah, you know what? I do hope you know when you feed stray animals and they keep coming back. Y'all, I hope the iguana doesn't keep coming back because I I got him out of the thing. I hope that iguana doesn't keep coming back. I mean, it was fun while it lasted. I'm not really interested in seeing the iguana a lot. It did look pretty stunned when it dropped out. Dehydrated, definitely. It was sunken in. Yeah, probably wasn't. He was definitely traumatized, Jasper. For sure, for sure. More traumatized than me, frankly. I know that. He was dazed and confused when he got out of there. Like, did something just fly over my head? Dazed and confused. Both equally scared. Yeah, I agree. One thing I will tell y'all, when I was pulling on that, what now? When I said something just flew over my head, I meant like a thing from a. I thought I saw a heart me, not a UFO, Tanya. Oh my God, Tanya was like, I can't take all of this. There's too many things happening in this room. No UFOs. Yo, Tanya. Tanya said, what now, Lord? I can't take any more of this foolishness, Leanne. You gotta have some fun. You said maybe it was the macaw. The macaw is far away. The macaw is in Northern California with the macaws. It's more than one, right? One, right? Unhinged and feral. It's more than one macaw. Yeah. Why am I doing this and I'm not using my magnifying glass? I'm not doing this right now because I'm gonna mess it up. I gotta use my magnifying glass so I can see. My eyes are not equipped to do that level of detail with the. I was using this blade, which is a straight blade. The Hatfields on the macaws. Did anybody watch that? Or read that? Wait, that's a book, isn't it? Did they have a show or is it the opposite way around? I feel like, or was it both? Both. A movie. I'm sure by the time I look up, someone would have responded. And I'm just talking and saying things instead of just looking up. Movie. It's the Hatfields and the McCoys. Oh! Sorry. I was like, I laughed right next to the camera again. It was TV too. Billy My Girl and Jack Jack. In their 30s? How old do macaws get? Yes, Dana, I saw that. And I got, well, as usual, I get caught in all of them. I was like, wait. And I still was like, it was the Hatfields and the McCoys, Leanne. 50 to 100. I did not know that. So they're 30. Jack Jack and Billy My Girl. Billy. Yeah. So the next time you go live, you know, Unhinged and Feral, you have to remember now. We went through quite a bit of a drama just a couple days ago with the iguana, and you were leading the charge of encouraging me to, you know, stop being a punk and go get the iguana out. I think we can handle some screaming macaws. Yeah, I got that, Unhinged and Feral. When you in your encouraging, I got that. MJ, you said you feel bad about some animals' short lifespans. Yeah. That's true. 50 to 100 is awesome, though. 7, I don't know. I actually don't really know. I know it's a little old, but I don't know how old cats live to. But 7, my dear, dear cat, that will scratch at the door. 7 is 13. Andrew, yes, I do morning and night now. Not every day, Andrew. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays I do night too. Are you still there, Andrew? I don't know if you just came in. I wasn't looking. Oh, Andrew left. Andrew's like, you're not responding quickly enough. 13 to 20s. Ooh, so she's up there, unhinged and feral. You said, Andrew. I mean, he only sent the message like 3 minutes ago. Your parents' cat is 21. Woo. Yeah, 7 is 13. How do I know this? I asked my partner yesterday because when I went out to the thing with my mom, they were talking about cats, and someone's cat had just passed, and the cat was 17. And I was like, I gotta check because I think 7 is in the teens. The cat is old enough to drink. You grew up with the cat, indeed. You said I was hoping for 15 to 18. Oh, Glow. Why would you say such a thing? Why would you imply that I was hoping the cat was older? Why would you imply that, Glow? 7 is she's been super needy lately, but 7 is my favorite of the two. I don't mind her. It's the other one I don't like. And he's not 13. He's a baby still. Not really a baby, but he's young. But you know how Unhinged and Feral, you were saying that the macaws came from a bad situation. The other cat, not 7, Vincent, also came from a bad situation. He was abandoned as a baby little kitty, or like maybe part of a litter that ended up on a construction site. And so he's hypersensitive to like mechanical and machinery noises. He gets scared of noises very easily. He's gotten better because a lot of the noises he hears are like he's used to them now and realizes that they're not causing any harm. But he was traumatized from yeah, you know what I'm saying. I just got confused. But and he used to be like really, you can't go near him, or he's like, he still does it sometimes, but he's like growling. But he quickly, or whatever you call that cats do, when they use their teeth and snarl at you. But he quickly, like, you can ease him into calming down very quickly now. And he's not as sensitive to noises. But like things like the vacuum, forget it. No matter how many times he's heard the vacuum, once the vacuum goes on, he's under the couch, hiding, like shaking in his boots. But then when it goes off and he sees that it's going to be off for a bit of time, he's right back out again. When the landscapers are here, he doesn't hide, but he tenses up, and then he realizes that it's a sound that he hears on a regular basis at certain days, and then I think he's okay. Other sounds are fine, MG. It's the sounds that are like like that could sound similar to like construction on a construction site with like that machinery that gets used, like, you know, hammer, drill, you know, whatever they're called, the machines. Yeah, the machines. But he's fine with other sounds. He can be a little bit like jumpy if there's a sudden sound, but otherwise, he's fine. And he doesn't like to be by himself. It doesn't mean that a human has to be with him, but he wants Seven to be in the same room area as him at all times. Give treats. They start to realize scary equals yummy and they calm down. He's actually, if he gets any kind of nervous, as long as I like approach him with my closed fist in a soft way and like he calms down instantly. He's good. He calms down pretty quickly. I don't even what are treats to cats? Look at me. I'm like, what are treats to cats? Y'all, I'm not. Y'all trying to get me to be nice to these cats. You're trying to get me to like them. I'm not interested. No, he's good. I don't leave. I never leave him in the feeling. When he goes under the couch, you know I'm going to be done with the vacuum in no time, and then he'll be okay. But and the reason I have to vacuum so much anyway is because of them. So I don't even know what the soft tube treats are amazing. They sell cat treats in any grocery store. Their owner can buy them treats if they want. You hear me? Their owner can buy them treats if you want. If they want. I don't care. No, not that I don't care, but I'm not buying any treats. Their owner can buy them treats. Their owner can buy them treats. They love him, their owner. They love their owner. Unfortunately for them, they're stuck with me most of the day. No, not unfortunate. I'm very nice to those cats, y'all. I mean, I know I make it sound like I'm not, but I'm very nice to them. I'm not mean. I'm just, they get on my nerves, but I don't treat them that way. He said I'm skeptical. I think I'm more unwilling to buy the treats. He can buy the treats for them. They're his cats. We don't do treats around here. They just steal what I'm trying to eat, and that's all. And that's all the pets. How many pets are there? Let's talk about this. I know you love them, the critters, but how many pets are there? You said that's all the pets. Give us the rundown, please. Actually, Unhinged and Feral, you're saying that you don't do treats. I actually think that that's a thing, that he doesn't do treats, and he doesn't do things like catnip and stuff. These cats are, and they're super self-sufficient, and they're very well behaved generally. Seven has become a little bit needy, but you said you're gonna guess and say 5. MJ, I have a feeling it might be more. We're waiting for the answer. Oh, maybe is there a Two birds, two rescued cats. Oh, MJ, look at you. You were right on the money with that. What a guess. What a guess. Let me find out, MJ. You got that C and I. Hey, Minnie, how are you? Everyone was before the accident, and we make it work. Got it. You said I be knowing, MJ. Wait, I feel like there needs to be a sound. Yeah, let's test out some other sounds. Oh, I definitely have the earbud thing in my ear, and it's not plugged into the computer. Hey, Minnie, how are you? Oh, y'all. Yeah, I've been on for 2 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for getting your heart, me. I'm listening. I'm hearing the music now, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm gonna say 8 more minutes till 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then I am gone because I want to watch some Portrait Masters of the Universe. Portrait artists of the. You said you love how it started with the song. Portrait artists of portrait artists of something. Not Portrait Masters of the Universe, y'all. That is not the correct name. Please tell me why I cannot remember. And I'm trying to scroll back, and Dana probably wrote the correct answer already. I knew it. I'm Dana. I was scrolling back, and I feel like as soon as you hear me saying portraits, you know I'm gonna mess it up, and you already put the correct one in there. Ooh, Minnie. Um, you already started typing. Y'all know me so well. You've joined the fan club for 100 days. All right, y'all. Uh, let's let's start using that extravagant sound as our cheer sound. Is it too much, y'all? You can tell me if it's too much. But let's do it again. This is for you, Minnie. I feel like I like it, y'all. It is perfect. That's our new cheers. That's our new cheers sound, y'all. Forget about this boring old cheers. We're an extravagant group. We need an extravagant sound. That's for you, Minnie. 100 days in the fan club. Pals! Hello, pals. Are you still here? Oh, you are. Hello, pals. You decided to come on this side? So, yeah, now you make sure you tell me when you level up because if I don't see it, we have to play the new sound. The other ones, I don't know if the other sounds are that awesome, but I think we like this one. Pals, how was the video over there when you were there? I know you always say the audio is good, but sometimes I know that I actually think I have it dialed in pretty decently now. Hey, Jacqua Jams, how are you? I think I have it dialed in pretty decently, the video. Y'all, tomorrow I need to print. Oh, that's because I moved it and I realized when I moved it, I didn't check. I didn't check over here. So I have to be mindful of that. I know Tanya is like, oh, this is awesome. Now it shows, I can see the video in this little tiny thing here. I need to sit down and manage my YouTube chat in OBS. The thing comes up sometimes, but not all the time. So I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Why it doesn't come up all the time. Because if I don't have to have um Jacko, yeah, I'm carving these for, I'm going to try some ACEOs. So I'm carving multiple tiny baby doors so I can pull some prints and try that world out since they've become popular again. And I never did them before. So I'm gonna try some out. You are still stunned. You better get used to it already because it's no longer a fluke. It's happening every time. Now you gotta set up yourself up a system for have volume interaction. And you said they're demanding. They ask a lot of questions, I think, which is good for the back and forth. I took this out a little bit too far, y'all. It's gonna have a nick in the door. I know, pals, right? Remember when you had to be there, right there, supporting her in that box so that she would do it. And now she's like the queen. You're the queen, Tanya. Oh, I hear a cat whining out there, y'all. You crunch the money for doing them. For me, it came out a lose. People prefer the cheaper ones. Unhinged and Feral, I will tell you this. I'm pretty sure I am going to end up in the place where I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll pass. This is too much work. And it's like I don't know if you were here that day when we were talking about it, and Agony was giving me a bunch of ideas about, do other things with the design because he think he was saying that, folks would get those things. Like, I could do books, I could do sketchbooks and stuff. But I am gonna try it. And then I was talking to So on Hinge and Feral, and one of the things So brought up to me about the ACEOs when they were popular in the past was really the premise. Um, one of the ways that it became popular was the idea was that it would be it was like your practice work. You were practicing your craft and you were already generating stuff that then you would sell or trade or whatever it is. And in that case, it's not um it doesn't come out as a loss because that's your practice, one, so you get a chance to practice, and two, usually with your practice work you're not doing anything with that work, so if you're able to sell even at that like significantly reduced cost to folks, um that becomes a win-win, because you were doing the practice anyway, and blah blah blah. When so talked to me about it and framed it up that way, I was like, you know what, I like that better, because I'm like you with when you're talking about crunching the numbers. Really, the reason that I was like, all right, let me try to do this is because you all know I'm always talking about how I want to get rid of some of this paper here. And I was like, that's a way to use some of the paper up. I can still make, I can get content out of the creating of them, and then if people buy them, that's great. But I am with you where I'm not, after I carve all of this and print and paint, I'm not selling these for no $2.99. I'm sorry. I am not starting that low. I prefer to hoard them than sell them for something like $2.99. I'm sorry, y'all. Whatever opinions people have about it, I'm not doing that. Nope. So I would be starting at a higher price point. But people do start at a higher price point. I came across someone that their starting bid is $10 and they're selling theirs. Christina, welcome in. Unhinged and Feral. People, what I've seen is that people are doing them for, they set up the mailing as a regular, like envelope mailing. So you only pay the cost of a stamp to ship. There's no tracking, but you know, you only pay the cost of a stamp to ship. Oh, Minnie, you have bought a few for $10. I think $10 is fair for something like this. Come on. I'm sorry. After I spent hours carving and all of that stuff. Yeah, Unhinged and Fair. Look, there are actually a couple videos that I've seen where folks are showing how to set up the shipping as a regular mailing, and you would only pay the cost of a stamp for it. In that case, that's totally good. Um, you said you'd be open to trading, Dana, with certain artists. Yeah, yeah, I definitely. Well, there are lots of folks that trade. Mini. You are part of Matt's like community of folks that are trading cards, right? I think so. I don't know how Matt has it set up, uh, but yeah, they have. I think they have a few on 74 cent stamp price. Yeah, there. I've seen a few videos where they literally show you a click by click of them on here. Okay, see, y'all. I know Minnie's part of Matt's. I think Matt is the one that I know. Matt is the first person I saw with videos about it, and every time Matt posts about it, I'm always like, oh, I'm interested. And then I started looking, and I realized quite a number of people are doing it. But Matt comes in here sometimes. Matt from Sakura Stationery. Um, and he goes live. He's starting to go live now with folks. Um, with about the ACEOs and the trading. Yeah. Oh, you follow him. Okay, Dana. Yeah, he facilitates a trading group. I know that. I'm sure there are others, but I like Matt and I like his energy a lot, and he's done a lot of work, and he creates one of the things he sells, he created a framing option for them that you can buy, and it's it's kind of awesome because you can you can frame them and use them in different ways. Like he has it made so that you could potentially even like create a string banner with them. Like he has holes in different places that you can use to hang them or mount them in different ways. So that's also an option. Um, which they actually his framing, I don't remember what he calls it exactly, but his framing thing is really cute. Yeah. So I don't know. I know there are others, but I have no clue about them. I can only speak to his. I can only speak to his. MJ, I think you jinxed me with this allergy thing. I'm feeling a little stuffy, MJ. You like the black sleeves and the tiny artsy. They are. I I like that stuff. The black sleeves. See, even people that are using like special sleeves, I feel like you definitely um I think I follow her, Estella. Her profile is she's a um I actually have a saved folder on my thing about folks that are for ACEOs. Let me tell you if I follow her. I'm telling you I follow her and I'm not sure. Maybe I'm lying. There's somebody I follow that's all she talks about. And not that's all she talks about, but she talks about that a lot because I think a lot of people have been asking her about it. And she the videos I've seen, I said it earlier, I think, and somebody was in the room and they said they've heard her. Hey, short stuff, how are you? Thank you for getting your heart me. Um, she was saying that she started them so she had her first goal was pay for her groceries for her family with them, and she achieved that goal, and now like her sales are growing. And she does talk a lot about like the way like process stuff. Um, you said I have a ton, but you don't want to part with them. You said you need to create for selling and trading. Oh, yeah. Oh, Dana, you said you have a ton, but you don't want to part with them. I hear that. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna see how these do, but I'm definitely not 2.99. I don't care. I will keep them stacked right here, not sold. I am not selling it for no 2.99. You must be crazy. Nope, not doing it. I don't care how much time. Like, I prefer to sit right here and look at them unsold. You're not, nope, not 2.99. Sorry, y'all. Nope, 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 nope. Not happening here. Yeah, mini. Nope, 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 nope. Short stuff. They some of those ACEOs are being sold for 2.99. I mean it's a lot more nuanced than saying it's being sold for 2.99, but lots of folks, some of them are being sold for 2.99. Unhinged and Feral, I'm kind of in that same place as you. It's not they're originals, short stuff. It's not a copy. They're originals. They are originals, my friend. Don't try to make it make sense because it doesn't. Uh They aren't. There really is a lot of nuance. And so there are also, if you all haven't seen them, I've never seen a 99-cent ones on Hinge and Farrell. Don't even. Um, the there are also a number of folks that make these videos where they're like, hey, these are the ACOs I sold, ACEOs. Dana, are you saying ASOs? I'm gonna just say ASOs. Somebody, I think it was T that was saying to me that a lot of people are pronouncing it ACO like that. And I think it ends up sounding like that when I'm saying it, when really I'm leaving out the E. God's gifted hands, welcome in. Thank you for joining. You said you can sell a doodle from Procreate for more and you're not even any good. Listen, clearly no one in this room agrees with those price points, but there are, again, it's a little nuanced. You accidentally posted it for starting bid at 99 cents and that's what it sold for? Oh, I know you were mad. Oh, I know you were mad. I know you were mad. Hey, Dream. How are you? So there are a few folks I've seen post videos like, oh, these are the, oh, look, we're talking about ACEOs and Jen comes in. Jen does ACEOs. Jen, are you back? Did you come back in? I just thought I saw you. Jen does ACEOs. Oh, thank you for the roses, Dream. Jen Watercolor. Oh, y'all have to check out Jen Watercolors. So cute. So adorable. How are you, Dream? Thank you for getting your Harmony. Y'all, why do you make me do these things? I said I was getting off. Jen Watercolors is amazing. I love her. Her ACOs are gorgeous. We did get 50K. Maybe that's why we got some folks coming in. But y'all, I said I was gonna get off at 2 hours and 30 minutes. It is now 2 hours and 43 minutes. Why do y'all allow me to do this? Oh, so these videos, I forgot what I was saying. These videos, the artist, yes, we talked about this morning, Dana. Oh. Yeah, it's a trap. It's a trap. So folks would be like, oh, these are the ACEOs I sold last week, and this is how much they sold for. And they'll go through all the ones that they sold, and the range in price is sometimes fairly significant. Like I've seen where it's like, oh, this one sold for $2.99, but this one sold for $27. Now I will say, y'all, in looking at the different work, the mob is fickle. In looking at the different work, I can see where in some cases I'm like, yeah, maybe I wouldn't have paid more than $2.99 for that. That's not really true. I'm never gonna, I can't, I would just not buy it. $2.99? I don't know. But anyway, I've seen whereas the one that sold for like the $20+ has a lot more detail and things like that. Evie, welcome back. And things like that. Queen alert. Ooh, ooh. Oh, y'all. Evie, we're using a new sound. So since you're saying Queen Alert. Let's use the sound because I feel like the sound matches the Queen Alert. Queen Alert. Yes, right, Evie? That is the perfect sound for the Queen Alert. Harry HJV, welcome in. Yeah, let's be clear. The Queen is me. The Queen is me, apparently. I am the Queen, right, Evie? I'm the Queen. I'll take it. I will take it. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind being called the Queen. Um, you said, of course. Ruben, welcome in. Y'all, see, I said I was getting off and folks are coming in. I don't mind, but I might as well stay until 3 hours then at this rate. Um, and I was gonna watch Portrait Masters of the Universe. I'm still gonna watch it. I don't go to sleep until around midnight, so I'll still watch it. Anyway, those videos are actually ones that are cool to look at because it's just interesting in terms of like the study of it, you know. So seeing these different artists, um, Dana, I'm not mad at that idea because I can use instead of having the display of the art. Oh, I can. Oh, you know what, Dana? You're right. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna add that to. We're gonna add that. Did I just see Brick Spectrum come in? Hey, Brick Spectrum. Um, we're gonna add that to things that we can do in our special place too. Because I think that would be awesome. That would be awesome, Dana, because I think we would all really enjoy that. So that's one of the things we can do it before the special place, but that's absolutely one of the things I think we could do on the special place. That would be really nice. On the YT, yeah, they do. They really do on the YT. To television programs, they really do on the YT. You're right. Now that you're saying that, you are right about that. They used to some reaction stuff used to there was a time a couple years ago where like those reaction duets on here used to be super popular, but I haven't seen they used to be super popular on here, Dina, when the duet thing was a thing. But I don't see those a lot anymore. But on the YT they still are very popular, especially for television programs. People make a like bank on some of those ones where they do the reaction videos to the reality shows. Oh man, they make a lot on those. They get views like crazy. But yeah, we'll test out these ACEO waters with you stop for the music ones. Like, oh, that would be cool. I just saw something where I didn't carve enough here. This is where it was. They're 1 minute. I wonder if those people are like they're probably in the creator rewards. Oh, you short stuff, are you still here? I see you in the list, but are you here or are you multitasking here? I have a question for you. A content question. A creator rewards fund question. Yeah, short stuff is the content guru. And short stuff has a is always running a challenge. Present. You said your most viewed video is a silly peacock revenge one. You said you suck at making videos. But that's the thing on Hinge and Feral. I find that it's not the videos that are like well thought through and all that that are going viral. It's the stuff that you never think would go. Short stuff. I've been seeing, not, I wouldn't say a lot, but far too many for me to feel comfortable with, where they're saying that the creator rewards fund is you know, it's either they're saying it's going away or they're saying it's changing significantly, but they're saying it in a way like, yeah, my, they're saying it in a way like, oh, they're saying it in, sorry y'all, I had to check my ring camera. I know it's I know it's bad. That I know, but they were saying people were saying it was going away or that it was changing significantly. You didn't hear that. All right, so it's just one of those. Iggy is not back. You better stop playing. Iggy's back. You said other platforms are creating a similar thing. Why would they get rid of theirs? I know I've heard that that it's bad in terms of it's not paying anywhere near what people it used to and what people would expect. You're doing a lot of work and not getting paid very well. I think that's before the new owner though. I actually think it's before this, that part of it is before the new owner. Who said new owner is smart. Um yeah. All right. So if you, I know you do a lot of digging and research. So if you haven't heard it, I doubt it's real. It's not something that showed up in my FYP. It showed up in when I was searching for other things and I was like this doesn't sound right to me. But I wasn't able. I didn't spend a lot of time, frankly, trying to figure out whether it was accurate or not, and and I kind of just was leaving it alone. It's not like I'm not close to being at 10K anyway, but I was like, since you were here, I was like, wait, I could ask short stuff. That your best video is that video. Oh, short stuff had an awesome video. Um, Black Lotus. Black Lotus, I thought you abandoned me for the night. You only caught me because I stayed late. How was your live, Black Lotus? Were you on there or was it a voice live? A voice chat? Um, Thank you for the roses, Black Lotus. Your look, all right, short stuff. Short stuff has a very, it's an awesome video. The one that's still the one you're referring to, right? TikTok is broken. Oh, thank you for the little crown. Yeah, y'all, I forget that the little crown has the cheek things. Did y'all see that? I'm a clown. I'm a clown, and I'm a clown, and I don't know what I was about to say. You were from 69 with Mrs. Treetop and Miss K Latte. Oh, nice, Black Lotus. Oh, Black Lotus, did you do like a co-host with them? Nice. I hope that's what you did. I know they were inviting you to join them. Y'all, my eyeballs are burning. We got 4 minutes, y'all. 4 minutes, and I would have done 3 hours, y'all. My eyeballs are burning. Burning. But I am going to watch Portrait Masters of the Universe. Portrait Artist of the Year. I remember it now. But Portrait Masters of the Universe is so much more fun. Is it not? So much more fun. You know what the biggest delight was, Dana? That there were so many seasons of it. When I realized how many seasons, thank you, Short Stuff. Thank you for being here, my friend. Talk to you later. See you soon. All that stuff. Um, I was very excited that there were that many seasons of the show. So y'all, again, I will remind us that we need to watch Portrait Masters of the Universe. But and then the landscape one, I don't know if it has just as many, but it has a good number too. Landscape artist. Oh. Oh, I don't think I saw that part yet, Dana. Oh no, I did. I'm making that up. I did see one. I think I'm to that on y'all. My body is saying to me, you're here too long. I'm getting a weird, it's on the landscape. Okay, then I haven't seen it. I think what I saw was when they brought back somebody that they had kicked out before. So there's side challenges with extra artists on the landscape one. Yeah, y'all. We have some good stuff ahead of us. And when we have our special place, we can do lots of view parties easily in the special place. It's more than two. Estella, it seems to be more than two. Yeah, my I mean I'm getting off in a couple, but the energy that I got is winding back down again. I'm definitely not taking any more of these short power nap things because they are garbage for me. Oh, you're saying YT. Oh, Black Lotus, they were in the room with you. I see what you're saying. You said you didn't dare ask them to co-host with you. They want you to co-host with them. Thank you for the roses, Black Lotus. Oh yeah, you know what I noticed? The thing didn't reset. The gift. The life goal. That's interesting. Oh, on the Zan it only shows a couple seasons, but there are more seasons on the YT. Okay. All right. I hear you. I see what you're saying. I didn't look at the landscape, how many seasons were on the landscape one. Okay, y'all. Our time has come. I have been here for 3 hours with y'all. Allison, I'm getting off. 3 hours. We've been here for 3 hours. And a, a significant number of you have been here with me for the whole 3 hours. I appreciate y'all. I really do. I don't know how what else to say all the time. I have to say I appreciate you. Thank you very much for being here. Have a great night and enjoy the rest of the rest of your Valentine's Day. It's 10:10. True, I'm getting off right now. I'm getting off right now, true. 3 hours I did. I'm getting off. It's 10:10. The appropriate time to get off. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a nice night. And I'll be back here at 9 a.m. We'll be drawing tomorrow morning. Bye bye. On the tube. My YouTube folks, I am out of here. See you tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp Eastern. 9 a.m. Eastern sharp. Tomorrow we'll be doing beginner drawing practice. So feel free to join me. Thank you for being here with me for the night. I am here live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. So I appreciate you hanging out with me and have a wonderful night.